Yo, what's up? Max here, and in this video we'll be talking about the dangers of the everything should be free mentality. So if you've ever thought about that, everything should be free, it's Web 2.0 times, or if somebody told you that, then pay attention right now because there's some really dangerous stuff going on for your mentality. Let's check it out.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
So let's talk about the damage the everything should be free mentality does to you. Because, nowadays we're living in Web 2.0 times. We kind of grew up with a lot of free content on YouTube, free ebooks, everything free, so many free things. And to be honest, half of the stuff we can pirate nowadays as well. And then whenever we get faced the question of, should we just continue to consume mediocre content versus using money to invest in ourselves, maybe in mentorship and training, something along those lines, we often say, well, let's go for the free content because everything should be free. But the damage is that you're training yourself. You're training yourself to save money instead of investing it in yourself, right? You're literally saying, I'd rather bank as much money as I can on my bank account, so later on, you spend it on dumb stuff that you really don't need in order to impress people that you really don't care about, instead of investing it in yourself. Right? And again, it gets amplified by this whole consumer culture, like, buy all the cool things so everybody thinks you're cool, etc., etc. But the actual stuff that gets you further, the actual stuff like mentorships, training, etc., spending money on that, oh my God, no, this should be for free. But we happily spend money on, alcohol out with friends, vacations, Xbox, PS4 stuff. Again, none of these things are bad per se. But watch out where your mentality is when it comes to, I'd happily pay for that, but the content and everything else should be for free. You're training yourself to waste money on the wrong things. Now, let's talk about the damage that mentality does to your business as a coach, consultant, service provider, right? Anything where you have clients. Well, that everything should be free mentality, especially if you adhere to that, especially if you're saying, I'm gonna put out all my content for free, it attracts the wrong crowd. Who does that attract? Does it attract high quality people, high value people that are focused on executing the proper things, that are even willing to pay for good services? Or does it attract a bunch of freeloaders who would not execute anyway? And we'll talk more about the idea of leverage behind money. Okay? So you got to understand that this mentality is very, very dangerous. So when you're watching this now and you're planning, or you are already a coach, consultant, service provider doing everything online, you might ask yourself, so should I give out my best content for free? Yes or no? Gary Vee talks about give out the best for free, etc. I would put it that way. Give out good content. Okay? Absolutely. Give out great content for free. That's no problem. But reserve the best content, the content that can actually induce change. Plus, obviously, the mentoring, the back and forth, the keeping people accountable. Keep all that for paid clients, and I'm going to tell you why. Again, if you give out everything for free, it doesn't help your business. It attracts the wrong crowd, especially if you give out everything for free and then you have a paid program. Most people will say, I don't want the paid program. I want it, but I don't want to pay for it because everything should be free. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm giving out great content for free here as well. But anything where I say, I'm keeping people accountable, I'm really one-on-one coaching, I'm really putting things into a customized perspective for my client, all that stuff is reserved for actual clients. And this is exactly the same mentality you should adhere to. Otherwise, you're attracting the wrong crowd. So let's talk about this a little bit more. Let's talk about the freeloader mentality. The thing with freeloaders, right, with people that want everything for free, they're not executors. Otherwise, they wouldn't ask for stuff for free. You got to understand that. People always come to me and say, I want more leads. How do I get more leads? No, it's not even about more leads. It's about getting the right leads. Okay, more leads won't do anything for you. I know many YouTube channels out there that have 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, a million subscribers out there, but they have huge trouble making those people buy any of their programs or any of their products because they're the wrong people, because it's freeloaders. Again, and a bunch of freeloaders is great. You have a nice little subscriber numbers on your YouTube, or you get recognized on the street. Yay, that's great, but your business can't survive on that. You can't pay your staff from that. You can't invest in your business. You can't grow your business like that. Okay? So understand that money equals leverage. And we teach that our clients in our Freedom Business Mentoring program all the time. Money equals leverage. So let's face it, if you've been watching a bunch of my free YouTube videos, how much have you really been executing? How much of the exact steps that I've laid out to you in every single YouTube video have you actually executed? Probably not so much. Chances are high that you're kind of watching this maybe on your commute, maybe while eating, maybe just like half-assing it, sitting on the couch, right? Why is that? Because it's for free. There's no leverage for you. On the other hand, let's say I would charge $3,000, just random number. I just charge $3,000 for you to watch this video right now. How much would you execute? Probably much more, because you're like, damn, I paid $3,000 for that. Let me make sure I can execute all these things because I paid a lot of money. That is the idea of leverage. Now, let's take that even further. Money equals leverage equals buy-in, right? So if you have a premium program where you take your client from point A, right, the pain area where they are right now, they're in pain because they have to fix their problem, they have to lose weight, they want to get more leads, whatever it is, right? To point B, their ideal situation, right, where they have lost weight, where they have gotten more leads, etc. If you bring them from point A to point B and you charge a high enough price for that and you're not giving it out for free, what happens is you've created leverage and the client has buy-in. They believe in the program. They execute the things that you're telling them to do. Now, what happens when a client has buy-in? They get better results, right? So you charge money. That creates leverage for the client. The client is bought in, and now they get results. Of course, because they're executing the things, because they're bought in, because they believe in the program. Now, that's good for your clients to get results, but that's also good for you. You want your clients to be happy. You want your clients to get great results. That is good for you, because what does it mean? Results for your clients, it means happy clients, okay? Any client that gets great results is going to be happy. What does a happy client do? What does a happy client result in? Happy clients equals referrals and testimonials. What does that mean for you? More clients. And it all stems from the idea of money equals leverage. Okay, we're going to put the whole thing here again. Money equals leverage equals buy-in. Buy-in equals happy clients. Happy clients equals referrals and testimonials. Understand that? Okay, so you're actually doing yourself a favor by getting away from the everything should be free mentality, because you train your brain how to invest in yourself and stop spending money on stupid things you don't need. You also want to charge your clients good enough prices so they're bought in, so they feel the leverage. Understand that. That is, again, why the mentality of everything should be free is toxic for you and your business and your clients. Right? Now, when the time is ready for you to say, yes, I want to become a successful online coach, consultant, or service provider, we can help you. We can help you become a well-paid coach, consultant, service provider. All you have to do is literally jump on a free consultation call with us. You can literally click on the link down in the description below. That link brings you to our website, and you need to read what's on that website because that's important information that you need for you in order to start. And then at the bottom of that website, you can click the button to book a free consultation call, either with me personally or with an expert from my team, and we'll help you get started. Now, that's of course especially important if you already have a skill, but you want to monetize it. But it's also important if you don't know quite yet what it is that you want to start with. Okay, if you don't know quite sure where your strengths are, that's no problem. We can literally help you analyze your strengths. It's that simple. Well, that being said, maybe talk to you very, very soon. And remember, this video, leverage, has been a complete waste of your time unless you execute. And a good way to execute, jump on a free call with us. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate that. Talk to you soon. GG.